They'll pick your personal statement like this and look at it, and they'll only see like a worm running around the paper, they'll see nothing. And there are some people that also said they're just destined. No matter what you do, they will go there. You can't bring them down because it's their destiny. You may delay it, but you cannot deny it. This video is not actually planned. It's 11:30 p.m. here, and then I was just watching other YouTube videos and I was just learning so much, and then I was like, why not share some knowledge, because I have a lot of content ideas that I always wanted to share, but I don't know if it's witchcraft, I don't know if it's procrastination, I don't know if it's laziness. I have no idea. Okay, so I just said, like, let me just get up and share something, like, just anything somebody might learn from it, and then I'm not also a fan of sit down videos. This is my first time doing a sit down video actually. I just thought they were boring, but then I've learned a lot of things from other people's sit down videos. They share their life experiences, they share so much, and I learned so much from it. So if it's actually worth listening to, if what the person is sharing with you, sitting down, is something you can learn from them, why not? Let's do it. Yeah, so on that note, I'm right here on your screen at 11:30 p.m. trying to share some knowledge, and the least you can do is just hit the subscribe button, like, drop a comment down there, and I appreciate it. Have you subscribed yet? You should. So I just had to adjust my light, and I think it's perfect now. Where do I start from? I said this video is not actually planned. Today I'm going to be talking about what you need to do before you apply for school abroad. I know I haven't been uploading videos of this because I'm not sure if people are gonna like them or not. So I've been thinking to start uploading videos of this type. My whole immigration process, coming abroad, school abroad, how life is like being an international student in the US, and just those videos of those. I've seen a lot of people doing videos about that, so I just don't know if people are gonna like it. So if I get more likes for this video, or if I get more questions, or if I get anything that suggests to me that people like videos like this, then I'll be doing more videos. As I said, I have a lot, I have a whole lot of experience. I have a whole lot that I can share here, but I'm just not sure if people are gonna even care, or people are gonna like them, or I think that's one of my problems. But I've seen a lot of people doing videos about the application process, but they forget about the preparation you need to do before you even start thinking of applying. Everything is a big deal to me in my life. Everything is a big deal. If I want to do something, I take it like World Cup. Okay, you need to prepare, you need to plan ahead. I don't like surprises. I don't things that just come out of the blue. Keep my head above the waters in terms of everything. And that was one thing I decided on earlier in my life, that I wanted to school abroad. I made that decision when I was 100, level 200. I went to church. They shared some flyers about, what is this thing called? Education abroad. That one was to the UK. So I attended, and I called a couple of friends, about 2 friends. I was like, hey, like there's this seminar about education abroad. Let's go check it out. Let's go find out what it's all about, because me, I'm interested. So not knowing that at the seminar, there were people who were graduates, people who had graduated and were doing their national service, others were master students. And then they were the people at the seminar because they were trying to to go abroad. They were trying to apply for schools. And here I am, a level 100 or 200 student. just in their midst with my two friends. And I didn't know all these people were graduates, first degree graduates. I didn't know some were even master students looking to travel abroad. So I think I asked a question. What question did I ask? I don't quite remember the question I asked, but when I asked the person presenting, asked me my position in life, like what am I currently? I was like, oh, I'm in level 200, and everybody started laughing. It's like, look at you, this girl. We are first, people have completed school and trying to travel abroad, and I said, okay, abroad, and none of us say abroad. People have completed school and trying to travel abroad, and then you are here level 200. Like, why are you rushing? Like, I was quite embarrassed, like, because I had no clue that people in the room were actually not my mates. I had no clue, because you can't just look at somebody's status in life by their face or anything like that. And then I look at my two friends and they're like, okay, okay. So that was what happened, but that didn't discourage me. I actually learned a lot from the seminar. It helped me in my whole process. So there I learned that you need to work on your GPA, you need to work on extracurricular activities, you need to boost your CV, you need to take up leadership roles, you need to engage in voluntary activities. So it's not just about your GPA, but you also need extracurricular activities. Ghana is let me say Africa is a place where you don't have the opportunity to establish yourself. You don't have the opportunity to have so much going on whilst you are in school. You understand? So somebody who is in level 100, you can imagine how my CV will be like. Like I had nothing. I can just say, oh, I completed high school. After that, I came to the university. You got nothing on there. Unlike here, people are schooling while working. Like you can find an undergraduate student like they're seriously working. By the time they're even done with school, the savings in their account no cram don't judge. But Africa, we don't have that luxury. You understand? Once you're in school, you're in school. Like the school is everything. The school is our focus. So this video most important for people who are still in the university trying to get their first degree. And if you are in the secondary school and you come across this video and then you want to go to school, it's a plus, because you get everything hands-on, you know what to do and where to start from. Like, it's a plus for you. And then if you are also done with school and then you're watching this video, it's not too late. You can always work on something. You can always work on something. And then one thing I realized about this life is that it's not about what you studying. It's not about, like, put the GPA aside, put the extracurricular activities aside. It's not about all that. It's about your grades, the grades that you are working with. Okay, so this video may even be irrelevant for somebody. Somebody may go to school, play, even get a GPA of 2.0 and still travel abroad if the person is destined to. That's one thing I believe in. It doesn't matter. Everybody and their head, and everybody in their focus in life. Everybody was born differently. Everybody is different, and everybody has a special thing that they were born with, and everybody has a destiny. So no matter what you do, your destiny cannot be taken away from you. It can only be delayed, but it cannot be denied. So that's why you go to school with people, and you find the most intelligent people in school, and then they come out and they are not as successful as somebody who was even performing poorly in school. It's about the grades that you have. It's about your destiny. It's about your star. Okay, it's about what you were born with, but it's about the family you were born into. It's about who you are as a person. So all these things counts. If you are not destined to probably go abroad, if you're not destined to work at a certain place, no matter what, you struggle. What you are destined to do, you don't struggle at it. Okay, so here I am giving another sermon. Okay, let's get back into the video. I have to keep on track. You need to plan ahead, as I said. You need to plan ahead. One thing you need to plan on is your GPA. Okay, you plan on your GPA and you work on your GPA whilst you're in school, not after you have graduated and you're looking to travel abroad. That'll be too late to work on your GPA, but that will not be too late for you to travel abroad. But that will be too late to work on your GPA at that time, unless you probably go back to school and decide to have another degree. Okay, so you work on your GPA from the start. Me, fortunately enough, before I went to school, My sister advised me, like Sister Debbie, I always owe everything to her. But she sat me down, like spoke to me, talk, like as if I wasn't listening, but I was listening to everything. So on the first day I go to school, I was like, I need to get a first class. Well, I didn't end up having it, but that was the mentality, that was the mind. Okay, so if you set your goals high and you are falling, you don't fall so flat. Okay, don't say, oh, this is unachievable, this is, no, you set them so high so that even if you're not able to get there, you don't fall so flat, you fall in the middle somewhere, you try. Okay, so that was my aim. Okay, so level 100 went so well. I had a good GPA. I had a point something to get a first class. So one thing about my school is that my first semesters always went well, but my second semesters are trash. Okay, so I think I know the reason behind it. The reason behind that is that in the first semester, once I perform well, the second semester I get relaxed. I'm like, oh, Charlie, my boss, well, I mean, I know, Charlie, I'm your mate. Let me, I know. No matter what I'll pass. You that kind of thing. Like, so I get swollen headed.
I don't want to go to school again. That is it.
And I play, and then I drop. So the next semester, which is the first semester of probably level 200, like, hey, Charlie, you focus. I fight back harder. I get back to my normal self, then everything will jam my eye, then I'll pass. And the other semester, like, oh, Charlie, me I pass, so I know. So that's how it has been. And I never learned my lesson till I complete it. So if I had taken all first semesters and second semesters seriously, I probably would have done far better. I would have achieved my first class. But I do well first semester. Second semester, I get swallow headed. I think I know. And then I backslide. So that was what happened. So my first semesters always went well. My second semesters I don't feel, but they don't go as high as the first semester. Like, so they just balance each other in the middle there. That's what happens. So plan your GPA. This is probably going to be a long video because I just keep throwing a lot of things in. Once in a while, I'll chip in my experience and then to let you know why I'm telling you to do this. So most schools require a GPA of 3.0 in the US that I know of. I haven't tried UK, I haven't tried Canada, but I think most schools worldwide mostly require a GPA of 3.0. Okay, and mind you, this GPA of 3.0, if somebody gets 3.4, they're going to pick the person over you. So the 3.0 is not a constant that if you get 3.0, you apply, they're going to pick you, no. So strive, work harder, make sure you get above 3.0. Okay, and if there are so many people apply, and then let's say you get even if you get 3.4, somebody gets 3.5, they'll pick that person over you. And if there's no other space, that means you are gone. But if there's still space to pick other people, then they can consider you. You understand? Yes. So work on your GPA. Work right from the start. Level 100. Mostly when you make your GPA level 100, level 200, it's quite easier for you to maintain it throughout. And level 400 was one of my demons. Level 100 was, hey, level 400, oh my God. It's just like a spirit. It will just enter you. It will just enter you. You see? And then you just metamorphosize and you just become something else. So if you don't take care, level 400 will bring it down. Level 400 will bring it down because you think, oh, yeah. If you are me, I'm senior. What have you seen before? Wait. What are you talking about? We have seen it all. You don't fear nobody. You don't fear nobody because you have seen it all. You understand? Like, Charlie, me, I've seen it all. Or you don't fear failure because you have failed a lot of times and you have made it again. Like, you just, It's level 400. I wasn't even going to class. Oh my God. I wasn't going to class. And then it wasn't also entirely my fault because I don't know why level 400 students, you're putting her in class at, was it 6 a.m. class? I mean, how is that possible? Level 400, I should wake up 6 a.m. and go to class. I'm not a morning person I'm not a morning person. I can stay up all night. And once I sleep, I can wake up early. I can wake up early, like 6 a.m. time I'm going to class. Like, I can't. Like, I was just bazaar. I was like disorganized, like distorted. You see that? Disorganized. but we knew what we're doing. Like, you always know what you're doing level 3, because when you have your pamphlets, I would rather stay in my room and read my pamphlets and go and write quizzes and go and write exams. You see the thing. They will mark registers, because the lecturers also know that level 4 they didn't come to the anytime they mark me, I'm absent. Last somebody came and told me that they mentioned my name again, I was absent, and the lecturer was like, "Hey, damn girl." Well, it didn't make me flop. Level 400 didn't really, even though I was being like a dicycle and whatever, I didn't really flop because I knew what I was doing. So one thing is that you have to also know yourself. I said, know yourself, know yourself, know yourself. You can go do your parties, okay? You can do. Somebody who go to parties, come in the morning, come and write exam and pass. That's how that person, no matter what you do, you can never beat them. Like, if you want steady morning, evening, afternoon, middle of the night, the next morning, 5 days, 3 times, no matter what you do, you can never beat them. So those people can just go do your parties and come, and also come and pass. That's fine. That's excellent. Like, that's a gift you have. It's excellent. Brilliant. But don't follow such a person and go to parties, and the person will come in the morning, pass, and then you fail. No. And one thing you also put in your mind is that you didn't go to school with anybody. You did not go to school with anybody. You're not leaving the school with anybody. You went there to meet friends. You went to school to meet friends, and once you are done with school, everybody is taking their own directions, and the direction you take will depend on what you put in during your school days. Okay, you may still keep in touch with other friends, but in this life, you are in it alone.
Every man for himself.
You are taking your life path alone. You may have other people, other social groups, other friends that will support you at a point in time, but the whole business, the whole load is on you. So master it. Handle it like it's yours. Don't let anybody else influence, whether friends or influence your life decisions. We are all different people. You know your background better than anybody else. You know where you're coming. You know yourself better than anybody else. So know who you are. Okay, it's good to go for the parties, it's good to hang out, it's good to do all that, but how is that affecting your academics? Is it doing it positively or negatively? You have to evaluate all this and make sure that you keep yourself in track. Okay, if you have to sleep in the library every day, by the type that if you are not focused, if you don't sleep in the library every day, you'll not pass. Sleep in the library every day, no matter what anybody says. Sleep in the library, because you know what you are going in for. Your friends at school may not have plans of traveling abroad, so they don't have any strict requirements. Okay, but you do. You are setting high goals for yourself. You have a lot of things or work to do. So don't look at this person. Even the person even has a family business. Afterwards, the person is going to inherit their family. This school is just a passage. They're just passing through. You know your background. You know where you're coming from. Okay, so you should stay focused. Don't let other people influence you and divert your mind to something else. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Okay. So once you plan on your GPA, the next thing is extracurricular activities. As I was saying, it will boost your CV, So you upload your transcript, you upload your CV. And then what will boost your CV is your extracurricular activity. They want to also make sure that you're not only coming there with academics. Even if you have 4.0, you should come there with something that they can also learn from. It should be beneficial. If there is something they can appoint you to go and also stand in for them. Okay, they're not just bringing you in here to just come and read and go back. They also want to benefit from you. Yes, they want to benefit from you. So what do you have? What do you have to offer? Okay, what do you have to offer? What would you have that they would like? Okay, so you can't just come and take their resources and learn, build your brain and go back to your country. No, they also want something from you. So what do you have to offer? That's another thing. So you have to engage in extracurricular activities here. Extracurricular, whatever. You have to engage in extracurricular activities. Take leadership roles, even if it's course rep, like put it in that CV, because you don't have no other thing. If you are like me, who wasn't working, who never had any work experience, nowhere, your CV will be empty. You only say you went to high school and then you've come to university, nothing else. What do you have? Do you have something else? So you have to make sure that you boost your CV with extracurricular activities. If it's voluntary activities, when I was in school, there was this voluntary group called Project Hope. Yes, Project Hope. So I was part of the group, even though I didn't attend much meetings. But you just be part of something so they can just mention it in your CV. Oh, I was part of Project Hope, and in this group we did voluntary activities to the less privileged, to orphans. Like we volunteered to, like, just something, okay. And then even if it's called rep position, put it in the CV. If it's the secretary you were in a small, even if it's a group of 4, put it there. They don't know it's a group of 4. They don't know the group you are. Secondary school is just 4 people. Put it there. You're a secretary to this group. Mention the group in your CV. Okay. If you have done internship anywhere, put it there. Okay. They just want to see that you are active. You can participate in something. If there's something they can benefit from you, like leadership roles, they can learn from you. They can get something from you. So boost your CV. Boost your CV. Engage in extracurricular. Don't just go, me, I want to get 4.0 GPA. Me, I want to go. They go and sleep in the library every day. Like me, the time I even had a life was level 100, level 2, level 3, level 300. I didn't have a life. Because level 300, I realized actually I haven't done anything in life. I haven't done any extracurricular activity. What am I going to put on my CV? So I had to engage in a lot of things. So level 300, anybody who knew me knows I didn't have a life. I'll go out in the morning 6 a.m. and I'll come back at night 12 a.m. 12 a.m. because I'm a secretary to this group. I'm the vice president here. I'm doing the voluntary activity here. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You need to do them. I was also working as an intern at our campus FM, ATL FM. It was just so much. Like sometimes I go on, I'd be like, but I was focused because I knew what I was going at. And I don't owe nobody no explanation. And you're always busy, like, I don't owe you no explanation. I don't owe you no explanation. I know where I'm going, I know why I'm doing that, and I don't have to explain myself to you. No way. Boost your GPA, boost your CV. And the third thing that is very important is your recommendations. So once you get your GPA, you get your extracurricular activities, your CV is good, your CV is perfect. I remember the person drafting my CV was like, where did you get all these extracurricular activities from? Like, your CV is too much. My CV could be like 3 pages. My phone is just weird. I would just be filming now, then it will go off. For a moment, I thought I was just talking to myself and talking in vain. So you need to work on your recommendations. So recommendations are your lecturers approving of you to the school. Okay, so you said you went to this school, so they'll go ahead. Okay, who taught you? How were you like? Okay. So I think they'll just ask them some questions. Some of them require that you just write something about you, who you were you a good student? How were you behaving? They just write what they know generally about you. And the whole point of this is that if your lecturer doesn't know you, what are they going to write about you? What are they going to write? Because they don't know you. In some cases where you have a class of about 200 students, 300 students, 100 students, lecturers hardly know you. In those classes, sometimes it doesn't really matter if you're performing, because a lot of people, out of 100, probably out of 300, there are about 100 students performing well. So like, it's just normal for people to perform. They might know your name, but they don't know your face. They might know that, oh, you perform well, but they don't know what else you do. They just don't know you. Okay. So, Musuon count, you are not performing well, and the lecturer doesn't know you. You are dead. Don't mind me. So this actually requires that your lecturers know you. Otherwise, like, you're giving them a tough time. They wouldn't know what to write about you. And I've seen some cases where people who are even doing well, they complete school, they need recommendations to travel abroad or even for a job, and they can't approach a lecturer because the lecturer doesn't know them. how is the person gonna start explaining that I was your student in this class and I was doing this and I was doing that? Like, so you need to let your lecturers know you, one, by performing well. If you are in a small class size, which runs back to the GPA 10, you see how they are interconnected. Yes, you need to be active in class. I wasn't very active in class, but I had a good relationship with my lecturers. I made sure they know me, whether you like it or not. You know me. I'll know because I just knew where I was going and what I needed to acquire. You understand? People even said that I was lecturer's favorite, and other people will just stop whatever they want. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't want you no explanation. I don't care. I'm focused. Okay, so one thing you can do is by performing well in school. Once you perform well in class, they'll even search for you. Who is the student? Then they'll search for you. They want to see you because you are doing well. The third thing is that you respect. You go out, you see your lecturer outside, they're holding their bag, then you pass. Oh, sir, can I help you with your bag? Like, make sure whether they like it or not, they should know you because you know what you are getting at. You understand? People will say you are putting yourself, like, don't mind them. They are not in your head. They don't know what you're thinking. They don't know what you're looking for. Don't even let them demotivate you, whatever the word is. Like, don't mind them. If they say you are self-put on shit, don't mind them. Stay focused. Throughout the video, I've been telling you to stay focused. Go to the department very often. Go to the departmental library. Sit there and learn. If they see you, your face becomes familiar. If you just go to only class and then you go up, because, like, there are lots. In large class scenarios where there are a lot of people, they're not going to notice you. So make sure that you go to the departmental library. If you have the chance, you just go there. They are always at the department. They'll see your face there. They can go to class and they'll see your face. Others will even send you, oh, come in. Oh, be good, though. Be good. If you say, oh, can you buy this? Oh, I think I know your face. You are my class. Okay, go and buy this for me. Run, oh, run. Your TAs. Respect them. Establish a good rapport with them. You understand? They are very helpful. Your teaching assistants, your lecturers, your department, everybody there. Make sure that you did this by constantly going to the department. So people are there, they don't go to the department. Like, what are they going to do there? So instead of going to the school library to learn, go to the departmental library. There you are going to see other students there. They are going to meet your TAs. They are probably going to meet your lecturers. Because nobody's coming to say, oh, you are in class. No, it's outside class. Just respect them. Be willing to help. Yes, be willing to help. Perform well in class and be active in class. Understand? Whether they like it or not, they will know you and you know them, and they can write something good about you. You can get a 4.0 GPA. You can get 3 pages of extracurricular activities in your CV. Trust me, if your lecturer gives a bad recommendation about you, you are doomed. And all these 3 aspects go hand in hand. You understand? If you get 4.0 GPA and then you don't have extracurricular activities, and maybe your lecturer doesn't write about you, like, you are likely not to be admitted. Okay. If you get, let's say, even a 3.0 GPA or 2.9 GPA, in certain circumstances, you can even get a 2.9 in some circumstances. If your extracurricular activities are encouraging, and if your recommendations are good. And one thing I forgot to talk about is your personal statement. How could I forget that? Your personal statement. That's the 4th one. You need to write a good personal statement, obviously. So personal statement sometimes it just entails what your goals are. You understand? The short-term and long-term goals. The program you're applying to, what do you want to do with it in the future? What has informed your interest in the program? They want to hear from you. They want to know you through your personal statement. So it's your personal statement, okay, like, I'm in Ghana, I'm in Africa, but then look at me through this letter. Okay, look at what I want to achieve with this degree. Okay, why I'm applying to this degree, what informed my decision of applying to this program aside all other programs. You know what you are doing, and give them that. Let them know you know what you are doing. Just give it to them. Okay, so you have to do a personal statement. Don't just get up and write. And every personal statement is program specific. Okay, let's say if I'm applying for communication studies, understand, I can just go online, look for sample personal statements in communication studies, read them. And some personal statements you can start with a story. Okay, maybe whilst you were you grew up in one village where the lack of communication had a very bad impact in your life. You know, there are no much communication channels there, and then lack of information and blah blah blah. This led to something happening to you, like something that's actually negatively impacting your life. So this is why you want to learn communicate. Then you link it, so it's just a story that you're trying to, yeah, so anything goes. But in all you do and everything you write, just make sure that the stories are linking up. So this is my background, this is why I want to study communication studies. This is what I have to offer, maybe, and after I study communication, this is what I want to achieve with it. This is what I want to do after studying communication. That's your personal statement. All other things just apply to make it catchy, to make it interesting, to make them want to admit you. Okay. Is there something else I'm forgetting? Yeah. So how can I forget about a personal statement? Yeah. So sometimes you may actually, they will even require a GPA of 3.0, and then you have a 2.9 GPA. But if you have a strong personal statement, that is then explaining why you had that GPA. Like, don't be afraid to put in everything. Like, one thing I've come to learn is that rules are there, but then we are also humans. You have soft spots, okay? And then things happen to people. Explain why you got that low GPA. Oh, this is why I felt sick at this point. Like, explain why. If you think you have a low grade, don't be discouraged. That's if you're done with school and think you have explain why you had a low grade. Or if there's a grade you had to write a receipt and they don't explain to them in your personal statement, because that is you they are looking at, and whatever you say is what they take. So make sure you explain yourself. If you have probably a low GPA, explain why you had it. And I mean, we are humans, like, you understand. If your case is reasonable, I mean, why not? They should consider you. And pray. Oh my God, pray. Oh, pray. Because sometimes, as I said earlier in this video, all these don't matter, to be frank. Because honestly, all this aside, if God is not with you, if you don't have your grace, you can do all these, but they'll pick your personal statement like this and look at it, and they'll only see like a worm running around the paper, they'll see nothing. So pray for grace. So when they pick it with seriousness, and then pray that the person who will pick it has a good heart. No matter your story, no matter how you explain how you got your GPA, if the person picking it probably had a fight with their wife and came to sit in the office, trust me, what you are saying is gonna be bullshit. Like, they don't give a damn, and so what? That's not my business. And they'll put it aside. Bam. So pray that the person picking it, that the person picking it will be in good mood, is a good person, has a good heart, will be sympathetic towards your plea, will be sympathetic towards your situation. You understand? Yes. So pray for grace, that the board that they are going to sit and discuss you, that they will select good people. Even a single bad person can just destroy something that somebody might see not to be a big deal. Somebody will see, another person will see it to be a big deal. Understand? Different people, different attitude, wicked people everywhere, and they're also good people. So make sure that you pray your documents falls in the hands of a good person who is sympathetic, person who is willing to help you, person who will understand your situation. And there are some people, as also said, they're just destined. No matter what you do, they will go there. You can't bring them down because it's their destiny. You may delay it, but you cannot deny it. It's their destiny. It is their destiny. You cannot take it away from them. God has written it down somewhere, or whoever they believe in has written it down. You can't change it. You can't twist it. On this note, I think I've addressed every issue that I wanted to address. So if you tend to like this video, I'll probably upload another one telling you about the whole application process, what you need to do to probably get scholarships, because education out here is expensive, man. Education out here, I think the most expensive things out here is education and healthcare. So if you are coming to school, if you are going to school without a scholarship, it's just like you being here without health insurance. That's funny. That's funny. You can't even afford it. You can't afford it. So you need to be, unless probably your family is super rich, that one fine, they can pay your fees. But to get probably like $10,000 plus a semester to pay for your fees, that's ridiculous. So you need to be on a scholarship, unless of course your family is fucking dusted, they can afford $10,000 plus a semester for your fees. Then you can just do it. But me, even if my family were to be rich, I would still strive to get a scholarship, because I wouldn't throw an opportunity away and go. My phone again. I think the battery is going down. I need to conclude this video. Yes, I was also saying there's an opportunity. Why won't I try and then save my family the hassle? Because no matter what you do, you are taking from the family coffers. They could have used the money for something else. Instead of you going and siphoning from it, also just be responsible. No matter how rich your family is, you also need to be very responsible. You understand? Just find things for yourself and save them the money, save them the. At this point, if you haven't subscribed yet, well, we're a wizard. I'm giving you 2 minutes. I'm giving you 2 seconds to subscribe. If you don't know subscribe is a red button down there asking you, looking at you, say I'm red, see me. You just want to jay your eye. You just want to jay your eye because you don't want to see it. I'm drawing your mind to it. It is red. Just click on it, like it's free. Subscribe, drop a like, and drop a comment. There's anything you need explanation to, just comment down below. I can do another video and I can explain things better for you to understand. If you would like more videos like this, just let me know. If you choose to ignore me, that's your problem. Bye.